My time on the north end of the island had been both productive and relaxing. I was finally starting to create a better work-life balance, as I tend to do whenever I'm living beachfront in my van and the sound of roaring waves fills the air. Frank had a great time as well, and while I intend to return at a future date, Flossie and I had plans to see more of the archipelago, and so we made our way south in preparation to cross over to Moresby Island. Along the way, we made stops at a neat beachside structure, a mineral spring with a legend that says if you drink from it, you will return to the island, and the famous Balance Rock, before settling into camp at a sheltered bay where I built us a massive campfire to celebrate Beltane. I had actually filmed the events of our day in detail and tied a thread of discussion into our stops, but upon sitting down to edit, I decided to scrap the footage. I had filmed only because things were happening and not because I was in a headspace or felt inspired to film, and so I ended up with footage I don't really like. Most of all, I don't like how I looked, but also the footage was lazily shot and didn't inspire me to edit it. Part of looking after my mental and emotional well-being involves not grinding through editing footage just because I filmed it. And instead, I'm just going to move on and share my first paddling trip of the year instead. Even though I've been sharing my life on YouTube now for more than 3 years, I still struggle with seeing myself on camera, and it brings a lot of insecurities to the surface, which is why I find great value in talking to somebody who is trained to listen and provide honest, unbiased advice, such as one of the more than 30,000 licensed therapists in the BetterHelp network. And I'm happy to say that BetterHelp is the sponsor of today's video. Living on the road full-time, BetterHelp allows me to fit therapy into my lifestyle, and it's just way less awkward than when I used to do therapy in person. Whether I'm out in nature or cozy in my van, I can take my session in the way that is most comfortable for me, whether that's a video call, voice chat, or even just messaging. It's really easy to get started, and a quick questionnaire will ask you about the challenges you're facing and what type of therapist you would prefer, and then find you a match. in most cases within 48 hours. Once matched, it's really easy to schedule your therapy session from the dashboard. And if you happen to find that your therapist isn't quite the perfect fit, it's really easy to change with no additional cost at the click of a button in your settings. So consider joining the more than 4 million people who've used BetterHelp to start living a happier, healthier life, myself included. To get started and save 10% off your first month, click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/alpine to connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. It's time to go paddling, which I have not done for many, many months. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff just shoved in the paddle cubby. So it'll be interesting. It's something I haven't been facing. And yeah, I am excited, but also a little nervous to get out on the water. But it's going to be fun. And it's always the hardest to do an adventure, whether it's like paddling or backpacking, like camping or something like that, when you haven't done it for a while. And then, you know, after today, it'll be easier every time I want to go out because I'll have an idea of what's going on in there. Things will be better organized. So yeah, let's do it. I was secretly kind of worried that because I haven't gone in there in so long and there was so much stuff crammed in there, there's no airflow. I was kind of worried there might be mold in the back. But I just dug everything out to the back and remembered that it's cedar on all sides. It's not just support and then the original wall. So it's mold free, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna get this baby pumped up. Hopefully it still holds air. Don't see why it wouldn't. I love having an electric pump for my paddleboard, despite the sound being very obnoxious. I got this one from iRocker, the same company as my board, and yes, there is an affiliate link down below if you're interested. Having the pump saves me a lot of effort and allows me to continue getting ready while it's inflating. As you saw, the board takes shape rather quickly, but then it takes quite a while longer to get up to a good operating PSI, which is important so that the board is rigid and I ride high in the water, which makes paddling easier. This pump has a deflate setting, which is the only way my extra large board rolls up small enough to fit back in my paddle cubby. And once the board reaches the pressure I've set the pump to, the pump automatically turns off so I don't wreck my board. It is so nice to have that electric pump, but it was a little heartbreaking to be getting everything ready and just have Frank like lingering watching. He's so eager to go out paddling, and he is due for a bandage change. So I considered bringing him with his foot wrapped up and then just changing his bandage after, because like it would definitely get wet. But then I looked out and the tide is way out, and so it wouldn't be good on him trying to get him down to the water. So as I planned, he's gonna sleep in the van while we go paddling. I'm gonna wear my wetsuit booties. I'm bringing my stand-up paddle as well as the extra blade if I want to sit down and paddle in kayak mode, but I'm not gonna put the seat on because I don't want it getting wet and the water's pretty calm, so I'm not defaulting to sitting. And it is just a casual paddle out in nice conditions, but especially as I got older, I like to be safe, and there's nowhere that I take my safety more seriously than on the water because I'm not a strong swimmer. So I have my extra pump because I do not trust inflatable paddleboards with patch kit. So worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, I could patch my board, wait 24 hours, pump it up, and paddle back. I don't think that would happen because I do have my InReach, which I have made sure the battery is charged. I have active subscription. I always wear my leash. My fins for this board have locks, so I don't bring extra fins, but I brought water with electrolyte, my GoPro, extra battery. The extra battery is going to go in this dry bag along with a lighter in case I need to start a fire for safety. Of course, my life jacket, and in the pocket I have a clip for my keys, so my keys are clipped and zipped. in my life jacket pocket. And then I have another dry bag, which I bring my warmest thermals and a puffy jacket, because if for some reason I were to dunk, then I have warm, dry clothes, because the ocean is really cold and I don't have a dry suit. So I just like to be prepared for that. And also those are warm enough that if I had to spend a night on a small island, I would survive. So, and then I have a cord for my GoPro as well as the float housing, but I prefer not to use this because it messes with the audio. So I put it on a cord so I can't drop and sink it. And I'm gonna have the last sip of this coffee, pack everything up, and then I think by that time me and Flossie should both be pretty much ready to head out on the water. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring sunglasses. I'm gonna wear sunglasses. Yeah, because it'll be bright out there. It's good thinking. Here you go, bud. Frank, I am so sorry you can't come paddling. This is just a shakedown so that when your foot is healed, I feel ready to take us on bigger adventures. Here you go. Oh, good boy. We're off. We're going. We're gonna go paddling. It's gonna be amazing. So the workout was getting ready and getting out here, and now we have the relaxing part. Now we get to chill.
Except when I want to dive, and that could be a bit more of a workout.
Oh, so where are we going? Should we go to like that pillar thing?
Yes,
and then
I would love to dive that.
Okay, and then maybe across to those islands, and then we can swoop around through the estuary.
Alright, we're recording. Okay, bye.
Have fun.
Thank you. It's not that deep at all.
So the bottom you can't see is the bottom.
Yeah, it's just because it's sandy.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of like cute little crabs on the pole. And the different types. Some of them are decorator crabs, some of them are kelp crabs, and there's a new one that I've never seen before.
All right.
So I'm gonna take some more pictures.
Crab documentation with Flossie Rocks. You'll have to see that on their channel because I am not going under the water. Where did Flossie go? Flossie!
Oh my god! The most beautiful shaggy mouse. Shaggy mouse? Nudibranch. And the end of this rope is a freaking deer skull covered in nudibranch eggs, like tiny white ribbons. There's a whole deer skull, antlers, everything, and the biggest shaggy beautiful nudibranch.
I got Frankie with us. He's been on my hand for a few days and took a bit of damage from the gloves last night, but yay! So glad to have him. I'm just gonna fantasize that I'm on the bow of my ship at anchor on a beautiful day. It was a great.
This is my last dive.
It was a great sail to get here. Gonna enjoy this anchorage for a while. Oh yeah. I see rocks under the surface. Oh, and seaweed. Oh, precious little birdie. Have fun.
Thank you.
All right, we have beached our boards. Flossie's going for a swim. I'm going to explore these tiny little islands, islets that I came over to with my drone yesterday, and I'm going to be in charge of making sure our boards don't go anywhere because the tide was dropping when we set out, but it was pretty low, so it could be starting to come back in. I didn't even go very far, and I looked back, and the tide is definitely coming up. There's already water under our boards. I have to go drag them both higher. All right, Flossie has made it back. Woohoo!
I swam around the island, and halfway around I got flashed by a seal and had to fight against the current to get back.
Our boards are still here. I did my duty. I kept the boards safe so we can get off this island and not have to live out the rest of our days here. Wow. Glad I didn't put it on this piece of land because it's not big enough for both our boards.
Yeah.
I'm just paddled over where our board was placed. Alright. Woohoo! We've put the boards much higher this time. Flossie's headed that way for a swim. That is so neat. That has been unused for a long time, but it looks like maybe at one point somebody had a fire in it. But it's been a long time that grass and moss have been growing. The moss up here is so plush. It's so soft. Oh, and there's a rabbit or deer poop. It is connected to this bigger island at low tide. And then also at low tide through the estuary, it is connected to the main islands. Oh, hi! I saw you facing off with that seal.
Wait, what?
Just a moment ago, you were facing off with a seal.
I had no idea there was a seal there.
It was looking right at you.
How far away was it from me?
20 meters?
Oh, that's good. I didn't see him. There's some crab here.
Sick.
Eatable, delicious ones.
All right. If you want to wrangle crabs and deal with that.
I don't know if I have anything to carry them back in.
Yeah.
Do you?
I could spare a rope and you could tie them up. Hog tie them. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it worth the effort?
We could do that actually. I've got some rope too.
Yeah.
All right.
You just tie them. You have a seal there and there.
If I catch one, I'll bring it to the beach over here. I shall render it not dangerous to your fingers, and then hand it to you.
Oh my! That's a big one! Right gender, legal size, everything.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can just grab it by a leg.
Yeah, you can grab it anywhere. He's dead. There you go.
Yay! Flossie providing!
I saw sea cucumbers too, but they were further back that way. I think I want to get one more
Crab.
crab,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
I think that's plenty. If you want to try one, we have one each.
Yeah, I want to eat crab. I love crab.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's a Dungeness. This one's a red rock.
This one's a red rock.
Yeah. This one is huge.
How does it have a tail?
It's got kelp and barnacles on it.
Are you holding the back two legs?
Yeah, that's how you immobilize them and don't get pinched. I need your help though.
Yeah.
I might just get you to do the immobilization because then I can hold on to them. Okay.
Okay.
We might need to put the camera down for this exercise and pick you up later.
Flossie's got us 2 red rock crabs and a Dungeness. Badass. And this was not underwater. That was not underwater when I went over there. I'm glad we're well beached because
yeah, there's not much beach left.
I could paddle here every evening. All right, we have Precious Frankie, and we have the crab Flossie's prepared. We cooked those I cooked those on the fire the other night. I got lentils I've cooked. Flossie's gonna cook us up some food there. And over here, I have been gathering and chopping wood, and I'm gonna start a fire. And it's gonna be just a fine evening. I woke up this morning feeling just not optimal after getting very little sleep, and I was kind of worried that I had ruined my entire day today, but it has been such a glorious day because we changed our plans and we chose to do the fun thing, and now we're gonna have another just great night camping, eating delicious food, wild caught food. Here you go, Frank, we all feast together.
Dinner for Frank. Dinner for us.
Just gotta take this off, Frank, so you don't steam in there. Okay.
Yum.
Rice, lentils, sweet potato, and seasoning. Okay. Wow, this looks amazing.
I'm gonna start with this way.
I'm glad we did all this like food prep. That just came in so handy tonight.
I made rice, you made lentils, and we did the sweet potatoes the other night.
Are we 3 fire nights in a row?
Yeah.
Wow, yes. I feel like I'm winning at life. Okay. I'm gonna have a bite of this. Like 2 bites, and then I'm getting into crab.
Okay. I'm just gonna move another ember out of my I think maybe we move this.
Oh, this is so good.
It's garlic heavy.
I wanted garlic heavy. The fire roasted sweet potato. Oh, it's perfect. Okay.
We worked up an appetite for this.
It was a good adventure. Hi. Well, you scarfed that. Good boy. I got you water too, Frank. Don't worry. I'm hooking you up. All the things. Here you go. Here's some water. Oh, this fire's too hot for a sweater. Amazing. We Dungeness first?
Yeah.
That's what this one is?
Yeah.
Okay.
We might need it for these ones.
So there's meat. This is meat here.
See, look, I just break this off.
Yeah.
And the meat is inside it.
I haven't eaten crab in so long.
It's so sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. It's so
I'm going to try not to rush. I'm so hungry, but
well, we have a lot.
I was fantasizing about getting crab to eat.
I've been fantasizing about all sorts of seafood. I'm gonna throw my shells in the fire.
Yeah, me too.
To keep the chances of rodents down.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. See, I might need the cracker for this knuckle because I just don't know if I can smash it.
Oh.
So good. Frank's really interested.
Right. I can't give this to you, bud. I don't know if it's safe, and I'm not taking a chance. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Remember to check out the link in the description to save 10% off your first month. And thank you to you for joining me on another adventure, this time being my first paddling trip of the season, which was very exciting. And a huge thank you to patrons for supporting me as a creator and helping make these videos possible. I hope to see you all in the next one, and I got a cute clip of Frank to send you off on your way. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.